With the jury's verdict and recommendations announced, the inquest into the death of Greg Matters is now complete. There are a number of recommendations the Matters family had requested that were disallowed by the coroner, but the story isn't over yet.
After an 8-month investigation into the shooting death of Greg Matters in September 2012, the newly formed Independent Investigations Office released its findings publicly. The IIO found it could not conclude any officer had committed a criminal offence. According to the family, that finding was based on misinformation, but the IIO will conduct further review of the case.
On behalf of the family, I hope that the IIO will recommend to Crown Counsel that they consider laying charges against the officer who fired the fatal bullets. That conclusion, I think, is well-founded on all of the evidence, some of which the IIO did not have the first time around.
The family submitted a series of suggested recommendations for the jury's benefit. 2 of them were specific to the IIO investigation into the Matters case. However, the coroner disallowed those recommendations as they were beyond the scope of his office. The family says it's disappointed.
I still seek an independent review of what happened. And I guess, for what's next down the track, it doesn't end here. I will be looking into other legal avenues. I will be looking into whether or not civil action can be taken.
The family also put forward a recommendation that funding be made available to the families of the deceased participating in an inquest in order to obtain legal counsel. That, too, was rejected by the coroner.
All of the other groups participating in the inquest, so the RCMP, the Independent Investigations Office, the coroner, they're all funded by the government through our taxpayer dollars. And I actually think it's really quite cruel that families, to find out the truth and get down to the bottom of the matter, actually need to try to scrape up through their families and friends or selling their assets.
While the IIO has said it will review the Matters case, legal counsel says any new evidence gleaned from the inquest cannot be used in that review. But Cameron Ward says this is far from over. There may, for example, be a judicial review of the inquest.
Another possibility is that the family may entertain commencing civil action. Another is that the IIO may on a review decide that there is a basis for criminal charges and will refer the matter to Crown Counsel for its consideration.
Ward says the latter is the preferred option for the family. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.